everyone! I'm going to react to MESHUGGAH today, which is so exciting. It's always so exciting here on this channel though, that's the whole point. If you're on YouTube only, you won't know that I've been getting a bit into MESHUGGAH. I specifically am obsessed with the song Bleed, which was song requested to me over on Patreon. It was a patron exclusive, but MESHUGGAH is just so intriguing and so good. I need to share it with YouTube at this point. So I'm going to insert here my initial Bleed reaction, which was just a patron exclusive, but now I'm going to share it. I hope you guys enjoy, and then after that, we're going to listen to a couple of other MESHUGGAH tracks that my patrons have picked out for me. So that's really exciting. But here is Bleed first. This is Bleed from Tundra. Hi Kira, another D-Gen song. As I said in my previous post, I'm showing you the more brutal side this time. MESHUGGAH, sorry if I said that wrong, are the forefathers of the D-Gen movement. It's completely harsh vocal based, and there is not a lot of melody, mostly focused on rhythm. Okay, don't expect me to love it, Tundra, okay? Just forewarning. I may not like this, just from what you've said. If we remove the melody and we make it harsh vocals, maybe the parts of D-Gen that I was loving might disappear here. I will try and focus on the rhythm for you though. I will try my best. Let's listen. I mean, I like this. I don't hate it. Like, yeah, it's not something I'd listen to regularly. But I actually like the guitar. Love this end part. Growling doesn't bother me anymore, or screaming, because I've been listening to Blackwater Park every day by Opeth. And when they growl, it's my favorite part. It's interesting to see this other side of D-Gen actually, because it sounds really different from everything else you sent through. I wouldn't have picked it as D-Gen. Whoa. Rhythms get easily here. I like the wall of noise. Huh. I can't place myself in the beat though. Which bothers me. I like this a lot more because I can find the beat. I like this one too. I really love these verses. This is crazy that I can listen to this and like sort of enjoy it. It doesn't bother me anymore, music like this. Like, it's so strange. There's like a slight little melodic moment on top. There it is. Oh! I mean, I know what to call it, the rhythm guitar, whatever's down below. I'm into that. Ooh, microphone, sorry. Bit sinister. Oh! Jeez. I've been jumping a lot lately on camera. I like the rhythm for the most part. That first chorus, I couldn't find it anymore. I didn't really enjoy that, but the rest of the song's been great. This is fun. I feel like it's one of those tracks that I could listen to repeatedly, and I'd get more accustomed to the rhythm as well, and I would enjoy it even more every time. So I have Blackwater Park's run on me. But yeah, I sort of like how dark this is. And how... What's the word you used? It was a good word you picked. Ah! Harsh and brutal, yeah. Yeah, this is like my least favorite part, the chorus. Melody's sort of there. To be honest. I guess it's subtle. You sent that at the perfect moment, Tundra. I think you actually hit the nail on the head there. This was meant to be listened to after Blackwater Park. It needed to happen. I have become so much more accustomed to growling that it's not even funny. I listen to Blackwater Park. I listen to Blackwater Park every day and I look forward to the growling, So that's where I'm at with growling. So the vocalist here did not bother me at all. Maybe in that last section when he's talking about falling into the clarity of undoing, scornful gods, through to accompany my deletion. He goes to maybe a bit more of another level in terms of his screaming. I wasn't a huge fan of that. I think 90% of the time I enjoyed his vocals thoroughly and actually liked his growl and his growl/scream. I don't know what you would call this. I guess it's more of a scream than a growl. That's fine with me, actually. Maybe a bit of screaming as well. And I think rhythm, like you said, the rhythm, focusing in on that, also 90% of the time worked. Like I said, it was that first chorus, it threw me off a little bit, so I had a moment where I was like, oh, I don't know, but then I think the rest of the song before and after was quite amazing rhythmically. I think the harshness works, actually. If this is what djent actually is as well, I'm not opposed to it. The way you described it when you wrote out the stuff about it, I was like, oh no, this might not be good, but I think that song was great, actually. I thought it was really, really good. And I think I might actually continue listening to it, because I think it might grow on me even more. That's such a weird thing to say, because when I first started listening to it, the first 30 seconds, I was like, oh yeah, I couldn't listen to this all the time. repeatedly. But turns out I want to. The song grew on me. The song convinced me by the end of it. I was like, wait a damn second. So I think I'm going to keep listening to it. I'm going to keep my mind open because this might be where I'm headed. I don't know. There's something about music like this. Every time it sort of weirds me out. Every time I like something a bit heavier, a bit more harsher. Brutal. Yeah, every time I like something that's a bit more brutal sonically, I'm always just like, wait, what's happening to my taste? It's evolving. And it keeps evolving in this direction. So I'm just going to keep going with it and be more and more okay with music like this. Like, let's go. I do think becoming better with the growling and the screaming has opened up a new world for me. So now music like this, I'm not going to be sitting there just mad about the vocals. I can actually enjoy the vocals and look elsewhere as well and enjoy the rest of the tracks. So thank you for seeing this through. I'm very excited for Degent as well. If you have other Degent tracks that are on this more like harsher sound, not opposed, to be honest. So yeah, thank you, Tundra. And from that first reaction onwards, I just want to provide a bit of context. I became obsessed with this track. I became obsessed with the song Bleed for about a month or two afterwards. I listened to it every single day. It was during my exam period that I really got into this track, and I was very stressed. I was highly anxious. I always am around my exam period with university. And I found when I put on MESHUGGAH Bleed on the way to uni or on the way home, on my commute, it would help me calm down. Like, it literally helped my anxiety so much. This song is incredible. I don't know what it is that's so overstimulating about it and so overwhelming that it actually like calms me down, overwhelming the senses so much that it distracts you from your thoughts. And so I've only grown to love that track more and more as the months have gone on, and now it's time to listen to more. I'm so excited. Let it also be known, I have since reacted to another MESHUGGAH track that's going to stay over on Patreon only. If you want to check it out, you can. Let's listen to my third and fourth MESHUGGAH tracks ever. So I put up a poll. Let's check out the poll and see what won firstly. And we have the top and the bottom track winning. Interesting. The first track I thought to put in and the last track I thought to put in. I'm glad I did that. So we've got Future Breed Machine and we've got New Millennium Cyanide Christ. So I think I'm going to have a look at which one came first and we'll start with that. Cyanide Christ came out in 1998 and then Future Breed Machine came out in 1995. So let's listen to Future Breed Machine first. This is from Destroy, Erase, Improve, Reloaded. This looks like Destroy, Erase, Improve might be their first album of all time from just Spotify. I've only got Spotify to go off of. And Future Breed Machine is the first track on it. So that seems like a perfect place to start with these two tracks. So let's give it a listen. Okay. Ooh. Like, isn't that the coolest? That's cool. I can't find the beat. I remember that happened a little bit with Bleed as well. I need to give it multiple listens. I still can't find the beat. I feel like this is even a tougher listen than Bleed. My brain is working so hard. I'm so confused by this track. There's the album title. This wasn't... Oh! That's a welcome addition. Ooh! We're going back to it. I'm so happy. This is what makes me think of Tool when it comes to Meshuggah. Like, there's so many similarities. It's sort of around the same time period. Yeah, it is the same time period. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh, my favorite thing is when you enter back into the loud after a soft moment. It's just so awesome. There's nothing like it in music. Oh my gosh, shut up! Wow, that drum beat. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I'm obsessed with this band. So happy right now. Let's go, MESHUGGAH. I have a sore throat and if I stop, MESHUGGAH's gonna take me out. That electronic bit on top is so awesome. Ooh. I love this track. I'm gonna become obsessed with this one as well. Whoa. I'm definitely a little confused at points. They put that little screechy earlier in the track as well, and I actually really enjoyed it. Bleed had a little bit of this going on. This track has a lot more of it going on, but Bleed had a couple of moments where I couldn't totally place myself when it came to the beat. And I said that a couple of times. I've said that about Tool as well. And sometimes with that, I really just need to listen to a song over and over again, because with Bleed, I remember the first listen, I don't know if I would have said it in the video, but there was a couple of moments where the beat was confusing me a little bit, and like, it's not totally how I want to feel. I want to feel like I'm in the beat and then I'm moving with it. But then with Bleed, because I kept listening to the track over and over again, I adjusted to whatever beat was initially confusing me. And so I think maybe with future Breed Machine, there's more beats here that confuse me. There's more here to work with in terms of listening to this track repeatedly for maybe a month or so, and knowing that there's these amazing parts in the track that I just instantly gravitate towards and instantly love. And that's what's going to pull me back to the track initially. But then it's actually these really intricate beats that are a bit like off-putting at first. They're actually what keep me interested in the track long term. It's an interesting thing. But when we play around with rhythm and we play around with drum beats, that's what's really intriguing to me with metal. And so MESHUGGAH does that a lot. And I think it's what keeps drawing me back to them, to continually listen to them every single day. Also, the other thing I wanted to mention quickly about that track, which Bleed didn't really have much of, I'm relating it back to Bleed because that's my idea right now of MESHUGGAH for the most part. But that track had a few more like softer moments than Bleed did, in my opinion. Like, that middle section was really beautiful. Like, it's so funny because it's like hidden in between all this like harshness on the either side of the track, but that middle section is so cute, right? And I love that because when you jump back from that soft, cute sort of moment into the harsh elements at the end of the track. It's so rewarding. Oh, I just love how these guys write music. It's really awesome. Okay, let's listen to New Millennium, Cyanide, Christ. I hope I like this one too. This is from Chaosphere, 1998. This reminds me of Bleed a little bit more. I'm singing the evolution of the band already a bit here. This Bleed came after, right? I can quickly check that. Yeah, it did. Oh, wow. I think that they're honing on that sound here. This is awesome. It's the same elements, same ideas, but better. Oh, that's so smooth. I love that transition. Very subtle. Yeah, this reminds me of Bleed. I love it. Can you tell how obsessed I am with Bleed? Is it obvious? These sounds they create, so entrancing. I think also the vocalist suits this track a lot more. I think everything's gelling together well. Oh, that's incredible. Oh, damn. I need a bit of water. Oh. It's like the track you listen to, another higher electronic moment. That very much contrasts that harsh shredding we're doing down below. I love the shredding though. What's that? So happy! That tone! That might be my favorite part so far. Need to redeem all from lies. I do love this track lyrically. This end section's so good. Oh! They are masters at this. This is a different level. This is so cool. Do, do, do. Ding, ding, ding. I'm obsessed with that. And we fade it? Meshuggah, you did it, dudes. I've never instantly liked a Meshuggah track so much as that one, actually. The rest of them grow on me. This one, instant favorite. That might be my favorite Meshuggah track of all time. I need to let them sit. I'm so excited though. I'm so happy with that. Thank you guys for, I'm so happy my patrons picked that out for me. That track is incredible. Also like Future Breed Machine. I feel like Future Breed Machine's a bit of like an underdog here where, there was so many highlights on Future Breed Machine actually. But overall the track didn't feel as put together as this track just now. But New Millennium, it felt so much smarter. More expertise, more experience is being put into it. You can tell that they've just been doing this for a little bit longer. I feel like with that track, and then Bleed coming a bit later makes sense as well because I feel like Bleed is incredible as well. This might be a highlight for them though. It's really hard to know for me because I've only listened to 4 Meshuggah tracks ever. So have I got the context really? No, I don't have much context, but from what I've heard, I feel like their evolution is incredible. They really just hone in on their craft here in a great way. And that's a lot of the time what happens with music in general. I'll find that there's like a lot of rawness and a lot of amazing ideas on a debut album or in earlier areas of a discography, and then later on you find that the rawness might not be the same. It might not be as like exciting, but it's so much more thought out and smart a lot later on. When I think a band is doing the right thing. Sometimes bands just sell out or they just like completely lose what they once had from their debut and it just never comes back. But I feel like Meshuggah, they're leaning into other strengths here with this later track. I just feel like New Millennium Cyanide Christ is just like sort of perfect. I didn't think for 1 second I was like, oh, I don't really know about this part. I felt completely sure and 100% locked into the whole entire track. And it only got better as it went as well, which is another important thing to note. I like tracks that build. Some of my favorite tracks have amazing outros. Amazing outros is what it's all about because then you end on a high. And I love ending on a high with a song and having that tension, that build up the whole entire track. And I feel like New Millennium sort of had that because we had the second best riff as the penultimate, and then we had the best riff as the final. If you have a good ear for things, and obviously they do, Meshuggah do, and they know a riff is a killer riff, put it at the end of the track. You know what I mean? Like, go out with a bang. And so I feel like me and Meshuggah are on the same page, and I'm excited to continue listening to that earlier track because I feel like that one could be a bleed track for me where it really grows on me. I discover other things about it I didn't initially notice. New Millennium is just my new favorite track. Thank you guys for checking in with me and listening to some Meshuggah with me. This has been so exciting. I find it so fun when I find new bands that just excite me so much, and checking out like the highlights of their catalog is just such a fun thing for me to do. So I love doing these videos, these first time listening to insert band. If you have any other ideas for other bands that would be a good fit, let me know. But I have just been sort of going with whatever I feel like, whatever I'm intrigued by, and that is usually my approach. But a lot of what I'm intrigued by is usually requested or recommended to me. So that is how I find a lot of the stuff I want to react to. So let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Check out my Patreon if you want to help out with future video polls, requests, recommendations. A lot of the time I do it through Patreon. Thank you so much to Tundra as well. I want to do a big shout out to Tundra, who is one of my patrons. I think lives up in Northern Europe, and he's a big djent fan, and he's been showing me a lot of djent music, which is a type of metal music. And then Meshuggah sort of came out of that, and he was the one that requested me to listen to Meshuggah in the first place, listen to Bleed, and obviously that's led to me doing this video. So well done, you've made me obsessed with Meshuggah. All I want to do is listen to them now. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.